the cinephiles, freaks, and weirdos. Tape heads, ghouls, and ghosts love to tune in and listen to Psychotronic Coast to Coast. Skin Slip and Owen Neal are going to reveal their thoughts on movies that most people don't dare to watch. Psychotronic. Psychotronic. Psychotronic.
Welcome back to another exciting episode of Psychotronic Coast to Coast. We watched another. Let's try that again. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Psychotronic Coast to Coast, your main source of obscure, random, weird, and awful films. And the gamut runneth over. Anyway, I am accompanied through this dark, dangerous territory of dank, damp, dungeness of cinema. Couldn't think of a D word. My co-host Owen Neal, every week here, watching some of either the best or awful movies that we end up watching. And we had a recording issue today, so I'm fucking stumbling through this intro. There we go. This is round 2. We're gonna try to record this whole thing a second time. Thank you, Thrash Figures, for pointing out that we had an audio issue before we finished. Because that would have really sucked if we had to record the whole episode instead of most of the whole episode.
We were pretty much at the end.
I know. Curses. Alrighty then. So, America 3000 is a post-apocalyptic flick where a tribe of women rule all men, and all men are either pharaohs or slaves, and one man rises to free the men. Directed by David Engelbach, who you'll recognize from Over the Top. He wrote Over the Top, MacGyver, the TV series, episode called Gold Rush, and Death Wish 2. And he directed this movie, and that's it. That's everything.
I also see the.
But
one of them's from Maniac Cop.
much respect to the man who wrote Over the Top. Wasn't Chuck Wagner, excuse me.
I think it's the girl.
Lori Landon?
Yep,
she's from Maniac Cop, Airplane 2, Hundra. Oh, she's Hundra. Oh, we'll be watching that too. In fact, I think it's in this pile over here. All the Marbles, that's a wrestling movie we gotta do at some point. With Kirk Benedict as a wrestling, like a manager for female wrestlers. Wrestling tag team and shit. It's pretty cool. Terrible, but pretty cool. Anyway, yes. Lorene Landon. That's it, yeah. Alright, why don't you take us through the movie? Dead silence.
Alright. Well, I was waiting for you to finish.
That was it. Take us away. You can cut out the dead silence later.
Never.
Never, you son of a
Awkward.
bitch! You fucking bastard! You traitorous son of a bitch! That's fine.
So, we start out with the women have captured some potential slaves, some men, some dirty men.
Yes. They're divided up into 3 groups. The third one I can't remember, but there's breeders and machos. Machos are normal
Toys.
slaves. Oh, toys. Yes, toys.
They cut their tongues off and
Their
castrate
genitalia.
them.
Yeah.
Maybe maybe just balls. We don't know.
Yeah. They're no longer aggressive males, basically, is the idea.
I mean, when I heard toys, I thought, for sex, but I guess not.
So, yeah, breeders are, of course, the sex slaves.
So, what do toys do?
Just fun.
Well, they did have some men where they were just throwing knives at a board. And they're like, oh, we hit them. Whoops. Throw them in the
Yeah,
pile
near the
and
end,
put
yeah.
another one up there.
Fucking kill
Maybe
them on
that's the toy.
accident. That's probably what the toys are, yeah.
Maybe they sit around and play Dungeons and Dragons.
They have dice. We saw that.
Although they can't talk, so.
Huh.
Oh yeah, they were playing with fuzzy car dice.
That's a good point. They can't talk. I guess they can't play Dungeons and Dragons then. And I guess
There'd be no story.
their dreams of being a boy band are shattered too, huh?
Yeah. Although remember they were playing bongos and they had a Kiss Farewell Tour 1989 on it. Not Kiss, Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
Just randomly.
Just because, haha.
Which was not even a farewell tour because they still play.
Yeah, it's the joke is that they'll probably still be playing after the apocalypse, actually.
They'd probably be slaves though, wouldn't they?
Maybe, maybe not. They're the Rolling fucking Stones. Maybe they'd be gods. Golden gods.
So yes, they're going through the lineups. Slave, slave, slave. This one's a breeder after she cuts his loincloth off. We don't see a penis, but
yeah, yep. I don't see any nudity at all.
How they determine that? Like, I guess he wasn't the dirtiest of all the other ones, so he's like, I guess we could lay with this one.
Was there there's no nudity in this movie at all, was there?
No.
Yeah, it's PG-13, so yeah, there you go.
I thought I saw some movies at one point, but it was just like skin colored cover.
Side boob.
Yeah, that's about it, really. Yeah, they even cut away from the sex scene later. We don't see any of that, if you remember. So yeah, he's gonna be a breeder. And he's like, "Fuck you, I'm out." Beats some of them up, steals a horse. Some random other teenager jumps on, and they ride away. They've escaped, and they meet up with a group of men. Fort Reagan.
Fort Reagan. Yep, you got it the second time.
I almost said Nixon again.
Fort Nixon would have been just as bad. Yeah.
Would have been way off though.
Oh yeah, way the fuck off. By at least 15 years of presidents, 20 years, something like that.
So then we cut to some of the women.
Can't count.
Taking some produce. They're jumped by the cavemen people. You remember what they were called?
Nope. Cavemen people. They got a negative name. That's all I remember.
Yeah, they were like below the males on the spectrum. Yeah. I mean, they're males, but they're like far below. They're just what do they call them? Stupid and hungry.
Yep, stupid and hungry. That's right.
They're just chucking rocks at the girls, killing them, stealing their food. And the leader of the women's group is shanked, and she dies. So we cut back to them at camp, and they are having a funeral. There's another woman's tribe. They dress almost the same, but they had like more of like red than just dirty loincloths. But they show up, assuming for the funeral. But one of them's clearly shady the way she's acting. And there's a little bit of drama because clearly one wanted to be, as they called, leader Tiara, but another one got it. But they all party anyways.
Yep, they party a bit too hard too.
Yeah. And then
they certainly know how to party. We'll put it that way.
The males group comes to raid them, and it's apparently jumped in time because those young boys are now adults.
And different actors, for some reason.
Yeah. One of them's got a top hat. That's how we know it's the same kid.
Yeah, pretty much. That's right.
We should probably backtrack again. They found a book, ABCs. They learned to read it. Learn that they're man.
Oh, yes. Man.
Comes into play later. You laughed pretty hard at that scene. I remember he's like, "Man, I am man."
I laugh because it's like, it's the battle of the sexes in the post-apocalypse, and it's about man rediscovering what it is to be a man. And I'm just like, it's disgusting. And just, it's so right-wing it hurts. Anyway, it's subtext, and it just makes you just shake your fucking head like, ugh. God, why?
Yeah. Because they're partying hard, which we didn't really even see. But I thought they were all dead. Like, I thought the other women's group murdered them all or something. But because just they were laying in awkward positions, but apparently they were just sleeping.
They were movie drunk, you know.
Yeah.
Where you could sleep anyway. Like, I've never been so drunk that I could just sleep upside down on stairs. Now, I passed out in some weird positions, but, like, it makes sense. I'm laying on a bed. Why did I lay in a bed and then, like, at some point, like, wake up with all my arms twisted behind me? I don't fucking know, but that makes more sense than I was just laying haphazardly on the stairs. Like, I've never seen anyone just lay on the stairs and pass out.
Because there was
It doesn't happen very often.
because the top hat guy drank some of the shit, which never came into play because he was just like, "Oh, I didn't know what it was, but I wanted more." So I thought he was gonna become like a
Major badly all hot and like it burns.
become like
down.
like he was gonna become a belligerent alcoholic and it was gonna ruin the plan later. But that never came into. At first, I thought it was poison because I thought all the girls were dead.
Oh God!
So when he drank it, oh fuck, it's poison. He's gonna die. But no, it's just booze.
You should booze hand. Just a booze hand.
And so they start freeing all the men and stealing weapons and food. And he has to give his little pepperoni stick to the cavemen because they're all hostile to everybody. And then they freed our favorite character.
Oh God. Sorry, I just had a childish moment where you're talking about giving a pepperoni stick to cavemen, and I just had a giggle to myself for a moment. Hold on. Anyway.
Who's our favorite character they freed?
I forgot his name already. This is why I have it open.
Something the terrible.
Arg the awful.
I was way off.
This
The
is why I
favorite character
opened
we
it.
don't know his name.
He's on the cover, kind of. He is on the cover, but it's a lying fucking cover anyway. Probably one of the more truthful covers we've covered on this show, but still, it lies to you a little bit.
Yeah. Just because he didn't wear that outfit.
Yep, didn't wear the jacket.
He definitely did the boombox though.
Yes, he did. Oh God.
But, yeah, he's basically something. They like say he's mutated or something. He looks like a Bigfoot.
Yeah, he's a Bigfoot. He's a Bigfoot. He's a Bigfoot. That's all he is. Like, let's not even argue.
To become a woman warrior, you have to fight him
And defeat him in battle.
Even though apparently he never dies, though.
Well, defeat is not necessarily death. Defeat is just defeat.
You only saw him for like a second where he just smacking a woman around and throws her out of the cage.
Murders her. Just fucking savagely.
I don't think she was dead.
She fucking said she's going cold. She was dying, dude. That was her.
I think she was just slightly beat up.
She was dying. She was mentioning that she was dying.
Whatever. She's not important.
She fucking died, alright? That poor woman died. You only recognize her death as valid.
I thought she was just slightly bruised.
You sick bastard.
Well, if she's dead, she's not worthy anyways.
Oh, she could become a warrior. She died trying to become a warrior.
But yeah, the awful decides to grab a tornado siren-like thing. I'm just gonna call him the awful.
Okay.
Because he just wants to play with it, and he starts spinning it, and it sets off the alarm, and all the dead women wake up.
All the dead women. Yeah, and he goes, "Oh, they're not dead." I'm like, "Okay, I guess they're movie drunk."
Well, I knew the leader wasn't dead because she was sleeping in a bed. You could see her breathing, and he was eyeballing her. You remember? He's like,
Yeah, there's a bit of male gaze in this movie, but only a little bit.
Yeah. Even though they don't even know what that is.
I don't think I had a definition at that point in time, but we know what it is now.
They take off, and he decides to take 2 horses and drag a stick behind him. And he's going to create such a dust trail, they're going to believe that's the group going that way. And the women fall for the trickery, even though there wasn't that much dust.
Yep.
And he leads them off, ends up in a canyon. The new leader hesitates to shoot, but the sister, or the second in command, whatever she is, does not shoot him. He falls through a hole, like 3 stories.
Yeah, somehow.
Crashes into a building.
He falls super far.
Which now I'm thinking about, wouldn't that have been all concrete? Did he crash through a concrete building?
No, I think he landed on the roof of a concrete building, but he fell through
No,
a
he
hole.
landed, he fell through and into the building.
Maybe it was really thin and weak from deterioration. I mean, the whole building fell through a hole, so I don't imagine it's very structurally sound.
Man, maybe there was a hole in the ceiling, but I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure he crashed through it.
Maybe he crashed through like a hole that already existed and he just made it wider with his fat ass.
I don't know. I think you're building an underground bunker for the, president. It'd be pretty thick concrete.
Yeah, of course, duh, I get it, but what are
He
you
just
gonna
fell right
do?
through it. But what saved him? The ABC book.
Always.
Even though he fell extremely far, he did not die from that arrow. And this is where he discovers there's electricity in there. There's a boom box.
Oh, and there's a skeleton who died pushing the button. Apparently, pushing the button was the last thing he did alive, and just died like this, pushing a button.
Yeah. So was it hinted that he launched nukes?
I guess.
Because there was a map with a bunch of like little marks all over.
I'm guessing that's what that meant. Yeah.
Because then later, I'll jump ahead a little
Why
bit.
were
he
you
brings a
launching
girl
nukes from the
in.
president's bunker? Aren't they launched from the places that
Is that the
come from?
president that was dead?
That's the president's fucking escape bunker. That's underneath the White House. Yeah.
So that was his skeleton?
Did-
Apparently he launched nukes and
No,
died?
no. I think that was the guard's skeleton.
I don't know. Now I'm thinking it might be the president.
He's-
Because there's literally that room, and then the room behind it with a bed, and that was all fancy. That was the whole bunker.
Yeah, it was. I'm pretty sure that was supposed to be the president's bunker. I think that's the idea. I mean, haven't
No,
you
but
seen White House Down? I mean, like,
No, it wasn't that big, so
but dude,
I don't know.
bunker.
But now that I saw remember the screen with all the little, points where the nukes were hitting.
Yeah, there's a
think he might have
presidential
launched
seal
nukes
in the
from there.
door to that back room, the bedroom. Pretty
I
sure.
don't know. It might have been the president. And he launched nukes from there.
I mean, it's possible. Just saying.
Oh, she also mentioned what were they? What they call it? Like Merca and commies. They kept saying.
Yeah, Merca and commies. Yeah, Merca.
Merca.
This was from 1986. It coined the term Merca.
But anyways, yes, he found a laser machine gun. Which I mean, it was just a laser gun, but it was obviously a.
It was a
full
Steyr P90 or something like that, with like some LEDs attached to it.
I don't think it was a P90.
No, it was a Steyr AUG Steyr or something like that. Fuck, I can't say it's. That's not how you're supposed to say it. I'm fucking it all up. Some gun nut's pissed off at me now.
It looked
Fuck.
like an MTAR 1.
MTAR 1. We are not gun people. We're just saying shit that's in video games. Ignore us.
Hey, that's a gun in video games.
I know! That's what I'm saying.
That was the kind of shape of it, though.
We're just naming games. Or guns and games. I had a fucking 12-inch G.I. Joe with that figure, which I think it was called the AUG Steyr. S-T-E-Y-E-R?
It could be.
S-T-E-Y-R?
There's a couple of that shape. There's a couple
Satyr?
of that
Maybe
shape.
it's called a Satyr? Yeah, it's not the only bullpup design for sure.
Definitely wasn't the P90 because that has the rounded part.
Yeah, you're right. It's got that. Yeah.
Anyways.
Oh, yeah, the P90's got that weird hand grip, which is like a giant conch shell, basically. It's like the half big. It's like a giant. Like, is that for mutant hands, man? What the fuck?
So he finds all kinds of goodies. He finds a gold suit, which we argued about last time. I'm pretty sure it's a fire suit.
Pretty sure it's a heat retardant suit, so it's supposed to like
Well,
reflect the reflection of light,
That
like
would
light
be-
and like
That
that.
would be a fire suit.
Yeah, but it's also like against the desert heat because it's foil. Like it's like a rescue blanket, but a suit.
Yeah, but those keep heat in too, so you'd be sweating in there.
No,
They get really hot. I know
they
that.
can, but I mean, dude,
But it's gold.
it's gold. It's special, dude.
So
It's a movie.
he watches the president's tape. For some reason, okay, you can stop that cat.
Kitty, more cat interference.
But yeah, he sees some tape by the president. Everyone seems to know what a president is, but no one knows what a president is. They know the word president.
They know it's important, but that's about it.
Yeah. So, anyways, he grabs the suit, the boombox, some flashlights, and a shitload of grenades, smoke grenades, which comes into play later, and at least one. I thought there was two there, but he took at least one laser gun.
Yeah, I think there's more than one laser gun.
And he heads out, and he meets up with his dudes, and he's like, "Hey, check this shit out." And they start playing with a grenade like it's a toy, like a ball.
And yeah.
He goes in to talk to his buddy, that was Top Hat Man. He's like, he's got a plan, something about the president. He's got a comic book
He
which will
tells him
explain
how to
everything.
use the weapons is in the comic book, and oddly enough, it does.
But there's two buffoons outside playing with the grenade, and then boom.
And they tease
Wacky.
it more than once, and you're just like, oh, it's gonna happen. I already know it's gonna happen. It's so blatantly obvious. Yeah.
Do you remember what his speech was? Because he picked up the boot and he starts yelling, and then the other guy reads the book and he comes out and he grabs a grenade and pulls the thing and throws it, and they're like, "Oh,
Dude, you asked me. I can't tell you a single bit of dialogue in this movie. I've already forgotten.
yeah," because they were speaking weird.
Yeah, it was like the whole movie was written in like post-nuke speak. They're saying like plastic for good things and sometimes bad, but most of the time it was good things. Like, oh, that's plastic, and then like, what was the other one for looking? What was it? What did they call it? Scan. Yeah, can't you scan this? Like, this is what I'm a good person. Blah blah blah. Like things like that. Like, don't you understand? And there was a few other little things like that throughout the dialogue, and it was distracting. Very distracting.
Yes.
It was not a good way of doing it. It was a bad way of doing it.
He does some speech, rallies them up, and they do his plan, which was to go to the girls' camp or women's camp. Sorry, there was some girls there though, some young ladies. We only saw them like once. They were practicing with a knife, and you never saw them again.
Yeah, that's right. I think you see him like in the background in a few shots, and that's about it. Like,
but
that's it.
Obviously, they're not ready for war, and
nope.
But he knows that one of the women is up for breeding, so he's going to kidnap her. And then they do that, which there's a whole scene where it doesn't really make sense, where they like take off the breeder's mask, like we're supposed to know who he is, but I think that's the first time we saw him.
I think it's supposed to show that they just have a really pretty, effeminate man.
Yeah,
we made breeding stuff.
Making jokes about how he was pissed. Like, I had a good thing going here, guys.
Like, yeah, did you get the rescue? Couldn't you come back like 10 minutes later? Like, I was almost done, guys. Jeez.
Yeah, because they had the girl tied to the bed, and then he was doing her, and she was scared, obviously, because she knows nothing about this, but apparently she was liking it. She had a little.
Well, I mean, it's a cultural thing for them, so it's like it's a little awkward for us because we're like, yeah, there's no consent here, but
she consented.
Like, yeah.
They still tied her down though. Like, you've agreed to breed. You're not running.
What? Yeah, I know. It didn't make any sense, but it's for your own protection. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because then I was like, why wouldn't the guy just smash her in the head and run away? But then it's like, why would he?
Wow. Okay.
He's got a good. He's good. Because they're men and women are like enemies in this, but at the same time, it's just like he's fine with that. He's like, nah, it feels good. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Just stop
They're not
digging
killing
the
me.
hole. Just let it go.
That's not a hole, man. That's a fact.
Moving on.
If he hated it, he could have just easily killed her because she's tied to a bed. That's all I'm saying.
Or just escaped. She can't stop him.
Well,
put a scarf in her mouth and
you might
run
as well
away.
take one out while you can.
Oh my god.
Lower the numbers, you know, man.
Murder.
The whole wasteland is murder, man.
It's terrible. You're a cruel and heartless man.
Yeah. I would have stayed. I would have been fine with it.
God. Anyways,
that doesn't come back into play until later. And so they fill one of those gold suits, raise it up, start setting off fireworks. He speaks to a speaker in it, and he's like, "I'm president. You listen to me. I have so and so. I don't remember her name, but you meet me here. She's free to go. No harm. We'll talk. If not, we'll kill her." So the leader agrees, which everyone else does not agree.
The leader is Corvus, Chuck Wagner.
I'm talking about the female leader.
Oh, that's someone else. Mora.
So she's gonna go meet with him and talk to free her. The other group, no one else agrees with this, but she goes anyways. So this is when the clearly evil women who are still there from the other tribe, they've been there this whole time. They're like, "You should have been leader. This would have never happened." She's setting her evil motion and plan. So they meet up. He sticks to his word. They free the girl. She was not harmed at all. And then she follows him off, and he lets her. What was it again? Lets her scan the president's bunker.
Something like that, yeah.
And shows them all this stuff, and then they start making out and do the nasty.
Yeah, there's that PG-13 safe sex scene.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah.
We saw kissing, and then it's just like, no one wants to see that. Boom, you cut to the man's camp. Women are coming in. Grenades are fucking flying.
Yep.
There's a joke, because he's giving everyone grenades, and then he puts up a thing that says smoke, and I'm like, those are smoke grenades, which does come to play. The guy throws it, and he's like, smoke. And he just drops the other one, runs away. He's like, meh, the hell is this garbage?
Yeah, he was just like, this thing's worthless to me. Doesn't kill anybody.
Yeah. They blew up the main, who I'd consider the main bad woman from the other tribe. She was hit with a grenade and fucking got trampled.
Yeah, that's right.
But then the exciting fight scene where is that woman, they're like doing fucking wrestling moves. There's like drop kicks and fucking.
Oh, there was a gorilla press slam into a backbreaker. Classic backbreaker.
Totally snapped that woman's back. Top hat guy was fighting a woman in the bunker area where the beds are.
Finished her off with a fucking
Air
fireman's carry driver, dude. Like he
through a table.
Yeah, through a table, dude. I was like, holy shit! I was like calling it play by play too the whole time.
Like, what is going on? Coconut head smash.
I was just like, yeah, oh my god, coconut crush, which is the two heads smacked together, of course. You know.
And then a grenade hits. Because there was like, obviously there's one of their walls is just empty, like missile shell and shit. But apparently one of the bombs is still active. Grenade goes off, giant explosion. You hear nothing, and you cut back to all of a sudden there's just a bunch of wounded women heading back to camp. So I thought everyone died, but no. Apparently they just scared them enough to leave.
Apparently, yeah. I don't know. I thought they died too, and then they were walking all limpy, like, huh, okay.
So after their little sex, they split off, and they get back to their camps, and then he's pissed. He's like, "This was all she tricked me. She went and led me there so that her girls could attack my guys," which wasn't the case. But so he shows up, and she shows up, and he's gonna stab her. But all the other women show up, then all the men show up. I should go back a little bit. That guy had a laser gun. Didn't fire a fucking shot during that fight.
No, he fired a bunch at the beginning to say, hey, look, I've got one of these, and then that was it.
I don't think he did. I think much early in the movie, he killed some women with it. I forget why. They were in the women's camp again and laser shotted two of them. Maybe when they were getting the girl that was going to be bred, I think he shot two women with it.
Oh, that's right. He shot two women. That's right. And then, like, it was a really cool effect because, like, smoke comes out of their, like, their side. And, yeah, it was, like, done and shot. It was cool. I remember that.
Yeah. But he didn't use it at all during that big fight with the grenades.
Nope. They ran out of money for the effect, probably.
Probably. So they show up, and she's just like...
I bet you look in the background of the big battle thing, you'll see some people fall down for no reason. Like, those were supposed to be laser shots, I bet.
I saw some guys fall down for no reason. The grenade's, like, way away. And then one guy looked at the grenade, hit him in the head, and he blew up, and he's like, and just threw a grenade.
That's great.
I don't know what was going on there?
Oh, I must have missed that. Oh, God.
And the awful guy wasn't really doing anything. He was just like, although at the end of the battle, you saw him walking by with like a bunch of arrows and knife, and he was like,
Yeah.
I'm hurt, but I'm fine, because that's what he does.
Pretty much. That's exactly what he does. Yep.
So there's a big standoff, and she's just like, no more violence, and she throws down her weapon. He throws down his weapon. They make out. there's a voiceover like, we didn't know what they were doing. And there's just these long shots of like the guys and the girls, and they're just like, what the fuck is going on?
That's just what we were doing too. Like, what the fuck is really? That's how the movie's gonna end?
Top hat guy looked really confused and like he didn't want to be there. He's like,
You
"What
mean
the
we're just
fuck
gonna
is this?"
settle our differences after fucking an hour and a half of the movie? You're just gonna say, yeah, we're done fighting.
So then you see
Fuck.
the girl that was gonna be bred. She dropped her weapon. Then we saw a pretty boy that was breeding her drop his weapon. So they're obviously a thing. And
Yeah.
then another girl drops her weapon, and then she must have the hots for a top hat guy, and he drops his gun. And then there's just a pile of weapons. They're all throwing their weapons in there and deciding, no more killing. Let's all make out and have sex.
No more killing. We're going to do fucking instead. Yeah. Which is, by the way, a message I can totally get behind. No more killing. Do fucking instead.
And then you see, what is it? Arg the Awful. Do like a jump, heel click, holding her boombox.
Yep.
It's like freeze frame. That's the end of that movie.
I'd like to commend you for getting the name right too.
I don't think he
Finally.
actually clicked his heels, but he should have.
No, he fist pumped in the air though. He did a jumping fist pump with the curled back legs and everything. Freeze frame. Yeah, it was.
Speaking of
super
that,
bad.
I want to mention during the big fight. Remember the two women teamed up and were just killing all those guys, and then they high fived and like.
Yeah. Oh my God, they did the whole total '80s like, oh, we did it. Fucking action pose. Like.
I was hoping then a grenade would land between them and blow them up. That'd have been funny.
I would have probably just cried myself laughing at that.
That's what you get for being
So perfect.
celebrating.
This is like a weird sci-fi fantasy mix because like a lot of people are just using swords and sorcery, or swords and
Well, not
shields and
sorcery.
shit, but no, not sorcery.
That would have been out of
Sorcery
nowhere,
is-
like just lightning shooting out of the girl's hands.
Where like, it's kind of reminiscent of a Sergio Santiago film called the Sisterhood, which we're gonna cover on the show at some point. Yeah.
Do you remember what the other title was? It was like Thunder Women.
Thunder Women. That's the name of the alternate title. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what they called their grenades. They had like homemade bombs on a string they would swing and throw. They were like thunder something, thunder rocks, I think.
Thunder rocks. Yeah. Yeah.
Which didn't really come into play till later, and then that later just had some, and then the other girl was like, I know where I can get some, before the raid, because the other group's like, where can we get some of them thunder rocks? How about us?
I made them. And she's
About
like
this? About the
threatening them.
tribe that wears the red. The red tribe needs some thunder rocks.
So yeah, that was America 3000. It's a Canon production. It was shot in Israel for $2 million. A few weeks from the end of the shoot, Lorraine Landon basically went on strike because people weren't getting paid. She claims in the Electric Boogaloo documentary that she was trying to get everyone paid, and that's why she was protesting. But reality is often different, I guess. I guess not everyone got paid for that shoot. She did. She got paid.
Of course she did.
Of course she did. Yeah. But yeah.
Also, I want to put on the back, it's called America 3000, but this one says, in the world of 2,890.
Right? It's not even 3,000 yet. Like, what the fuck, guys? Anyway. Pardon me for the 15th millionth yawn.
It also says savage but beautiful Amazon warriors.
Oh, what was that? That someone did a comeback, and I said that was savage. Do you remember? Do you remember what that line was?
There was that guy was killing all the women, and he broke the back, and then he kicked dirt in the dead woman's face.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he killed her, and then he kicked dirt on her, covered half her face in dirt, and I was like, that was fucking savage. Some savage
There
shit
was
right
also
there.
a body exploded.
Yes. Yeah.
Dummy got shot straight in the head.
Yes, it was ludicrous.
That guy ruled, though. He was the one doing all the wrestling moves. And he's just like, backbreaker. I cheered at that. I was like, is it a backbreaker? Backbreaker!
It was a gorilla press into a backbreaker. It's even more than a regular backbreaker. It was great.
And then he just kicked sand in that girl's face.
And while I did not enjoy the movie entirely, I felt it was boring at times. The really great moments actually kind of picked this film up, I think.
Yeah, the towards the end it picked up.
I'd recommend it for any real hardcore post-apocalyptic hardcore canon film fans. Someone looking for a good larf, you know. What do you think? Do you
Yeah,
like it?
you
Do you
should
recommend it?
you should scan it.
I should scan it. You should scan it.
You want
Yes.
to scan with your eyeballs?
You should scan it. Plastic. Plastic, guys.
It's totally plastic.
It's totally plastic. 100% plastic.
Now, does that plastic mean good or bad? That's up for you.
Yeah. It depends on the plastic, I assume. Yeah, I give this movie 3 out of 5. It wasn't bad, but nothing terribly memorable either. A few things, but I'll probably
It's
forget.
on this. It's on this set, which is like probably cheap as shit.
$6 on Amazon. Links in the description below.
I got it for like $3 at Big Lots. So.
Yeah, I paid $15 for it brand new. I don't regret it.
And so far, we watched 2 that.
Yep.
They weren't terribly. I mean, they were okay.
We're probably gonna
So,
watch Time Guardian at some point here soon for
of
sure.
course, we're gonna watch the other 2 at some point, which
Yep.
apparently Time Guardian has Carrie Fisher in it.
And Alienator was on Best of the Bad, and I'm dreading that one a little bit. It's apparently really bad.
Which one?
Alienator? That's on that one, right?
No, it's Arena is the other one.
Oh, Alienator's on the other set. My bad. Arena is great. I love Arena. All right, so next week we start our summer program, and we are starting off with Hard Bodies from this collection. Or there's also a double feature with Hard Bodies and Private Resort, right?
I believe that's it.
Yeah, and that's the one he has. So
Because I bought that, and then you're like, you dummy. There's 4.
there's a
for, like,
4-pack,
the
you
same
idiot,
price."
and the other 2 aren't available any other way.
And I'm like, ugh, too late.
And now he doesn't want to double dip this for $7. So.
Maybe.
Because I want to do all 4 movies, dude. Dude, Perfect is John Travolta and Jamie Lee Curtis in a fucking aerobics film, dude. During the aerobics craze of the 80s.
Is this going to be our first comedy?
You know, I'll have to look. Let's find out.
I mean, some might be comedies / horrors or something.
Like straight comedy.
We haven't done a straight comedy, I don't think.
Is this a straight comedy?
I think it's supposed to be.
Supposed to be. Let's see here. So it's 12 rounds 3. Is that supposed to be a straight comedy? I'm confused.
No.
Don't Get the River Beast. It's it's a horror comedy.
Horror comedy.
Miami Connection's an action comedy, not intentionally so. Same with Ninja Busters and Samurai Cop. Any straight comedies? I'm looking here. You know, I think this is it. This is our first straight comedy. Because My Boyfriend's Back's a horror comedy. That's the closest thing we had
Yeah.
to a real
It's probably
comedy.
more comedy than horror, but yeah.
But this will be our first pure comedy, you know.
Yeah. Without
Sex
people
comedy.
being-
And it's our first sex comedy, too. Of which there are many, 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 many movies. And we'll probably cover a few of them. Because they get kind
We'll
of
have to do some digging, see if we can find any.
Well, we also obviously do Meatballs and Porkies at some point.
Yeah,
all
yeah.
those.
We gotta see if there's any more horror summer camp movies that neither one of us has seen.
We did Summer Camp Nightmare wasn't a horror movie at all. And that wasn't a comedy either. But
That was, what would that be labeled?
that was just a kids movie, dude. It was just a good family film.
No, they raped and killed somebody.
Did they kill somebody in that? I thought it was all fake.
Yeah, the girl. A guy raped a girl, and then the girls hung him,
Oh shit! You're right.
and then the guy stabbed and killed the counselor when he tried to escape.
Fuck, you're right. Yeah, there's no comedy in that at all. It's all just horrible, brutal death.
Well, My Bologna was kind of funny.
Okay, fair. But yeah, the other one's got. Oh yeah, it's Private Resort is the other one because it's got Johnny Depp in it. I think he's the kid in that movie.
He's so dreamy.
Oh God.
Categories.
So yeah, categories. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're doing Hard Bodies next week. I've actually never seen it, so this is gonna be a first time for me.
I've never seen it either.
Oh wow, this will be good. Be good. You gotta go find yours now.
It's over there.
So that's it, everybody. That's. Do you have any final words for this? For anything left to say?
I hope the audio recorded this time.
It recorded this time. I promise. All right.
I'm all good.
We'll see you guys next week, and thanks for stopping by. And